19-18, Trojans holding on to a 1-point lead here with 2:12 to play first quarter. Crane, three, good, there it is. That puts her over 1,000 points. What a moment.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance Jenny Collins Agency, Bender on 7, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Call Service, Chicken Annie's Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Farm Bureau Financial Services, G&W Foods, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, Jagged Edge, Canar Eye Care, Kim Kravitz Photo, Laird Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drug Store, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Paoni Dental, the Producers Co-op Agronomy Center, Farmers Insurance, Leah Smith Agency, GN Bank, the Market 120, and the Producers Co-op Farm Store.
Oh! Just a crossover and go. I'm faster than you are. Goes to the baseline. I can jump higher too.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.
And good Monday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Riverton, Kansas. A little delayed here in our start time. Some technical issues. I think we've got squared away, and so should be settled in here to bring you this Monday night makeup ball game between the Girard Lady Trojans, Trojan men, and the Riverton Rams here in the CNC. BJ Harrisdale Shireman along with you for the evening. You see there we have just started the second quarter of this girls ball game where the Lady Trojans have the lead 14-3 after one, playing against a Riverton Rams team that has struggled pretty mightily here in the CNC of late, and Lady Trojans making pretty good work of them so far. But a double dribble going to be called on Michaela Osmus as she gets the fast break. Michaela's going to get some playing time today. Jada Valley's going to be on the floor or on the bench for this game. I would suspect the entire game, but battling through some flu-like symptoms. Has been for about a week now, and so that is going to make Michaela get some more playing time from that point guard position, and she's out there right now to get things started. I do apologize for the late start on this one, but should be good to go for the rest of the evening. Got a boys game coming up on the backside of this doubleheader as well as the Trojan men, both women and men, in the driver's seat for a CNC title. Win your games, you win a title, and get the number one seeds in sub-state as well. And so there's a walk by JoJo Ferguson. A little bit of sloppy play. That first quarter was iffy at times as well, but Riverton, again, I mentioned they struggled on the year, and they've struggled for a while. They're 8-49 in the last 3 years, 0-22 in the CNC coming into this ball game. Their last win in the CNC dated all the way back to just about this week of 2016. So a almost 3-year drought in the CNC. They're coming off a 42-24 loss to Galena on Tuesday. Lady Trojans coming off a loss as well to Frontenac, 45-56, and they need a bounce back here to remain in sole possession of first place in the CNC. We'll talk more about at halftime of those standings. We've got the sub-state standings as well as CNC standings we'll talk about and more at halftime. But right now in this girls game, Lady Trojans just trying to get on the board here in the second quarter. Either one. Rams only points came on a 3-point bucket in the early going in that first quarter. They haven't scored in quite a while. Since that three, it was the first field goal of the ball game, and now our Rams are going to have it out of bounds. And the numbers, the issue with the Lady Rams. Only 7 girls on the team right now, so only 2 on the bench. That ball left well short, and then a foul going to be called against Cullen for the Lady Trojans. She's been forced into action as well with injuries. The Trojans have just been plagued with issues and injury after injury, and that has caused some problems. That was a big lead to that. Faith Pollenby out of the ball game obviously was a big one for them. And she will not return the rest of the year at the free throw line to try to get First bucket of this second quarter for Riverton's Madison Gibson. And here's the second one. Missed the first. Made the second. And Lady Trojans, fast move there by Osmus. Sneaks her way through the defense. Rebound no good. On the putback by Cullen. She'll get another rebound in the paint. And reset it here for the Lady Trojans. Olivia Cullen, a 5'9" freshman.
Britley Bailey, nice step, left-handed.
Yep, that's her way. Britley had a nice ball game against Frontenac, I thought. What I saw of it, and her first game back off that knee injury, and a good bucket there for Bailey to get her first field goal of the ball game. Trojans lead at 16-4. And here come the Rams up the floor by Cameron Compton. Kickoff right side Gibson down to Mia Moss. Swing it back around for Parker. Parker will drive in on JoJo. JoJo with 2 fouls and maybe 3. If that's on Ferguson, that's her third foul with 5:44 to go. And it is. That's a problem because JoJo's kind of the number 2 ball handler, bringing the ball down the floor from time to time. With Jada out of the ball game and JoJo with 3 fouls, that's going to become an issue for the Lady Trojans, I'm afraid. And first one's up and good on the take by Daphne Parker. She's the one that knocked down the 3. The Rams without Danielle Weaver, so without the poor numbers, and then Weaver, their best ball handler, out with a knee injury she sustained last week, and so their numbers are even less. But Parker, not a bad ball player. She had a decent game. Lady Trojans routed them in their first matchup, but right now, 16-5, 16-6 actually should be the score. She made both free throws. Am I wrong?
They had 3, right?
And they made 1 free throw, makes it 4, and then they just made 2 free throws, makes it 6.
Well, here we go, Parsons all over again.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's going to come down to quite overtime and numbers, but Compton to push off right side, and there's a double dribble, put it on her hip. Monday night makeup ball game. This is a big week for the Trojans as both teams are going to be in action 3 games in 4 days. We play today, we play tomorrow at Colgan, and then Thursday at home against Baxter Springs. The CNC will be determined this week, both boys and girls. That game tomorrow night's a big one for the Lady Trojans. As if they can beat Colgan, they got to win here tonight, obviously. They're not getting any benefits there. Here's Gabby Sands with a triple. Gabby knocks down her 3rd 3 of the first half. What in the world is happening? Sands averaging about 3 points a game, and she's got 9 already here in the first half of this one. She came on in that game against Galena, I felt, and built some confidence. Really against Anderson County, I think, also a little bit. And since then, it's been she's done a really nice job. I don't know. And a timeout going to be taken by Riverton. We'll take it along with them. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crawcan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan. Trojans spin it around down inside and get a foul. Is going to send Michaela Osmus to the free throw line. Makes the first one, missed the second one. Off left side now for Riverton, for Gibson. Looking to drive is Parker rather. Kick outside, here's a three on the way. That was up, but no good. Rebound by Serena Short, and here she comes from right to left. Just outpacing him. Long pass up in front for Smith. Kinsey trying to get some contact. Not there. Brooklyn Talley trailing. Her rebound ends up in the hands of Osmus, and she can't get it to go. And pulled out of there by Parker, and Compton will bring it up the floor from left to right. There's a near steal on the floor. Smith. And Coach Herlocker calls a timeout to keep possession of the basketball. It was to be determined on the possession. I think he knows he might have got away with one there, but a timeout taken by the Lady Trojans. We'll keep it right here. Do some of our business. Don't forget that Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crawcan has to offer at ckt.net. We appreciate their support and all the support of our sponsors throughout this year. We are into nearing broadcast number 30 of the season. And still plenty more to go here in this basketball season. And believe it or not, baseball, softball season will get cranked up here, and we'll have some of those games for you as well here in 2019. Trojan basketball coming off that timeout that they got. There's Osmond's top of the key. Kick, short. There's Whirl. Back around, they move it to Osmus. Trying to reverse it and get the ball back over the weak side. They do get it to Smith. Trying to look down inside for Talley. It's covered up by Compton. Here's Brooklyn on the left wing, left corner. Swing it. Osmus. Box and one zone here with Compton hanging out in the middle of that zone. Driving. Smith. High off the glass. No good. Rebound put up by Whirl. And she is fouled. And Drake will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Lady Trojans lead at 20-6. 3 3-pointers already in the first half of this one by Gabby Sands. 2:56 to go in this first half. And Whirl misses the first one. Drake is 1 for 3 on the day from the charity stripe. Out goes Talley. Back in comes Kaylin Flaherty, rather. Out goes Smith, in comes Gabby Sands. And Whirl gets the second one to fall through. Ball's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Riverton. I will say, first half of this one, things aren't going exactly the way we would like. Riverton, they keep on playing. They have not quit, and anybody who's been competitive as a nice little putback up and good would know that it's tough to re-rack it and go 0-18, 0-10 in the CNC. Haven't won a CNC game in 3 years, and to show up and go to work and still compete, that's a testament to these young ladies as they get on the board. 21-8 your score. High post, Flaherty trying to go to Osmus, and she is blocked there by Moss, and Osmus will go back to the free throw line to shoot. at the free throw line here to shoot 2. Will Osmus, 1 for 2 before that, knocks it down. 2:17 to go first half, 22-8 your score. To have a boys game coming up. We'll talk about that perhaps at halftime as well. Osmus used it all. Bucket is not going to count. That's why it was bouncing around up there. I think Kalen Flaherty's going to get called for shoving. They're going to, it should count the basket, I think.
Should count the basket. Yep, they count it.
They do. Thing was hanging up there for a while. Bouncing back and forth, but now it's 1-1 as that's the 7th team foul on the Lady Trojans. It was called on Flaherty. Battling underneath there. And it will send Parker to the free throw line to shoot 1-1. She's 2 for 2 from the stripe so far. Knocks that one down to get the extra one. Lady Trojans 12-4 on the season, 8-1 in the CNC. Their first loss coming last Tuesday to Frontenac. Trying to bounce back here and remain atop the CNC. Gabby, why not? Ooh, that one looked good too. We were looking right down the barrel of it. Probably her first miss from three-point land. She's got 3 already. On the fast break, Parker, though, nobody picked her up. You got to stop the ball at some point. Finally, they do. Drake Worrell's going to call for the foul, but nobody, I mean, Parker had, there was a few opportunities to stop her out here about three-quarter court, and they don't. I think that's the coaching from Coach Crane on the far side. Now here's Parker back to the free throw line, 3 of 4. He was just there a moment ago. It's no good. Brittany Bailey comes back to the ball game, will replace Worrell for the Lady Trojans. That one is up and good. She's got 7 points, 7 of their 10 coming from Daphne Parker for the Lady Rams. Dump off high post, down into the low post from Bailey into Flaherty, no good. And here come the Rams. Pretty good carry there by Compton. She'll blow past, shot no good. And a foul going to be called on Cameron Compton, I believe. She got in foul trouble the first time they played and eventually fouled out of that ball game. But she's just going to pick up her first personal foul here. It is team foul number 7, so it's going to send the Lady Trojans to the free throw line from here on out, and Gabby Sands to the stripe as Gabby tries to get in double figures here in this first half already. And she does, gets the first one to go. She'll have 10 points now here on the ball game, 10 of their 24. Lady Trojans have already built a pretty sound lead here with just under 90 seconds to go in this first half. Makes them both. 5-10. Moss trying to go down against Gabby, a really good defender. Her and Short going to get her trapped in the side. And finally a foul going to be called on Serena Short, I think. Serena probably just needs to know to go keep staying straight up and down on that one and avoid that foul. Certainly with a 1-on-1 situation forthcoming. And so that's going to send Mia Moss to the free throw line to shoot 1-on-1, and she'll miss the front side. Rebound cleared easily by Bailey. No real contention on the rebound. Lady Trojans with a rare size advantage here in this one. Minute 9, high post Flaherty, triple team. Nice bounce pass, just mishandled by Bailey, but they get it back in their hands. Fortunate bounce of the basketball there. Move it around off left side for Sands. High post again. That was a little off the mark. Another fortunate bounce. Good dish down inside the finish by Kaylin Flaherty. Kaylin had 5 points in the first quarter. Got 7 for the ball game. Trojans' largest lead now, 17 here. There's a shot up, no good by Moss. Rebound again. They're just one and done on every possession. 31 seconds. Lady Trojans might work for it. Trying to go down inside, knocked it out of bounds by Parker. And it will stay with the Lady Trojans here with 27.4 seconds to go in the first half. GN Bank halftime show coming your way in just a moment. Good set by Osmus. Just missed off the front iron. But another rebound by Kaylin Flaherty. Going to call it foul on the floor. So it's going to send Kaylin to the free throw line to shoot 1-and-1 instead. But that was a really nice rebound. But that's the third foul on Daphne Parker. And that's a big blow for the Rams since she's got 70% of their offense. And she's got 3 fouls already. Flaherty, good shot there. How about Kaylin Flaherty? 4 for 4 from the charity stripe in the first half of this one. And 8 points in the ball game. Senior step it up. That's the next one. Rebound by Compton. I try to argue with my wife and tell her that jinxing thing is not real, but literally every time it happens. It happens at home all the time. Hey, the baby has acted pretty good today. Wah, immediately. Same thing with free throws. Legendary jinx. There's a foul by Britley Bailey with 2.7, and that's going to send Parker back to the free throw line. But you would think it would work the opposite way. If I'm good at jinxing things, if I said something good like, I'll win this scratch-off ticket, that would work, right? Nah. It doesn't work that way.
If it did, we'd hit the casino on the way home, bud.
Well, I was raised in a family, and we had a piece of property they called the poor farm. So, it's inevitable that you just kind of inherit some of that stuff.
Yeah, that poor farm was right next to Dirt Broke Farm, which was mine, so.
Parker missed the first. Here comes the second one. That one's no good. Boy, she started off really well. And that's the end of the first half. Don't watch this one and drive at the same time. You'll fall asleep at the wheel. 28-10 is your score here. 18-point lead for the Lady Trojans as we bring it back to talk about it on the GN Bank halftime show. GN Bank, formerly Girard National Bank. New name, still providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We'll come back, talk about this first half, talk about this boys game, talk about this busy week we've got ahead of us. All that and more still to come here on the GN Bank halftime show on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Trojan men warming up here inside this beautiful facility. First time in here. We were supposed to be in here a year ago, and had a water pipes break over Christmas break. They had this thing about finished. Pipes broke because they didn't winterize it, and bad deal.
Yeah.
The floor, they had to replace the floor. It sat there for a while too.
Then they turned around in volleyball season and had a heating issue. So in volleyball, when we came down here this year, still couldn't play in it.
You got to play in the dungeon next door, and there's two gyms over that way actually, but the one old gym, and so far this has been a really nice facility. Had some issues with the internet earlier, but seems to be working now. Apologize, missed that first quarter, but you haven't missed a ton. Lady Trojans in command of this one, leading by 18 here at the break, 28-10. Just 2 field goals made by the Lady Rams. Let's look at it here on the Eye on the Game, brought to you by Kenora Eye Care. Thanks to the support from their community, Kenora Eye Care has nearly doubled their space, extended their hours with locations in both Pittsburgh and Girard. Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice. Make your appointment by calling 620-235-1737. Obviously, our condolences and prayers and thoughts go out to the Kenora family. Great supporters of Girard Sports Live, and wish them the best as they battle through what is the worst possible thing you can imagine. And appreciate their support throughout the rest of this season. Lady Trojans lead it here at the break, 28-10. Again, 18-point lead. They started out this game with a pretty good clip, and Gabby Sands leading the way right now. 11 points here at the break, including 3 3-pointers in this ball game. I looked at this the other day. I was surprised actually by the numbers that she's actually pulled the trigger on more than I thought this season, but she has really come on strong from behind the arc here of late. She is 12 of 46, and I would say she's probably hit 6 of those 12 in the last 3 ball games, and she just is starting to kind of feel a little bit, and I think Gabby's one of those people, and you played with people, you were one of those people, and you're a leader. You balance the team. When a team needs you, you got to really step up your game. And I think with the injuries that have happened, she knew she could sit back. She knew they had some post players inside that can go to work with Faith Poland and Kaylin off-Lisa coming back. But then Bailey's out, Poland's out, and she knows she's got to step up. And that's made a big deal this season for Gabby Sands. So she is getting it going a little bit. 8 points from Kaylin Flaherty as well, as those two combined for 19 of the 28. 2 points from Brittany Bailey in this first half. 2 points from Drake Worrell, 2 from Serena Short, and 3 all from the free throw line on 3 of 4 shooting from Michaela Osmus. Lady Trojans doing this right now, 18-point lead without the services of Jada Valley, who's sitting out with the flu-like symptoms, and she trying to come back, I think, from the flu. And obviously coach recognizing their advantage here in this game, and a big one coming up tomorrow against the Colgan Panthers. We'll talk more about that when we return here on the GM Big Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
Thanks to your support, Kenora Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kenora Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Mathis Drug Store Incorporated has a proud Girard history of more than 50 years. Glenn and Karen Mathis took over the store in 1983 from Glenn's father and have been providing outstanding customer care and service since. At Mathis, they know their customers by name and value their support. Primary goal is to provide fast, accurate, friendly service. Mathis is a full-service pharmacy that accepts most insurance plans and supports competitive cash pricing. Mathis Drug Store, a proud supporter of Girard High School student-athletes.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Lady Trojans taking the court. Trojan men out there warming up as well. 28-10 your halftime lead. Lady Trojans have the lead here at the break against the Rams. Lady Trojans right now 12-4 record has them sitting in a 3-game lead in the sub-state. Lady Trojans will move, if the whole score holds here, they will move to 13-4 and be guaranteed a #1 seed in the sub-state. The next closest is Cherryvale at 12-7 and Baxter Springs at 11-7. And Lady Trojans could lose their next two and finish at 13-6 and still be the #1 seed in the sub-state. That's important because they will then return and host this Riverton team a week from tonight. I do believe. I have not confirmed whether it's boys then girls or girls and boys, but I believe the girls play Monday, the boys play Tuesday in sub-state. But in the CNC, things are a little tighter. Lady Trojans are 8-1 in the conference. Colgan is 8-2. And the games on Friday were going to be Colgan and Frontenac. They're not going to make up that game, allegedly. And so there's 2 games that or a game that the Panthers could have lost. Certainly a chance for that. I don't believe they're going to make that up. It might have been the other one. It might have been Colgan and Frontenac. I don't know when that was going to be played. Or Colgan and Baxter Springs. But either way, Lady Trojans do control their own destiny. 8-1 with a 1-game lead over the Panthers. Actually a half-game lead over the Panthers. And we play them tomorrow. So tomorrow, essentially, the next closest is Baxter Springs at 5-5 and Columbus at 5-5. So both teams with 3-game leads. Lady Trojans with a 4-game lead. And right now they will be sitting pretty. If they get a win tomorrow, they could win a piece of the CNC championship. Actually, I think if they win it tomorrow, they'd win it outright, regardless of the outcome of the Baxter Springs game. So tomorrow, a very big night for both the men and women. We'll talk more about that men's matchup and where they sit in the sub-state on the pregame show in just a little bit. Back underway here in this ball game as the Lady Trojans will have the ball to begin things. As they move from left to right. Smith looking to attack, little left-hand runner, no good. Gets her own rebound somehow. She ended up in the right spot. Right back to Whirl, and Whirl puts it up and in. Lady Trojans start off with adding to their lead, up by 20.
Trojans in that full court press and a little bit over anxious there. I think Whirl picks up her second foul.
Throw into the backcourt. Moss going to track it down. She'll have it, working against Whirl. Off left side, Compton catching fire, 3, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Parker. Parker dribbles it off her foot, nearly loses it. Comes back with it and resets here top of the key. Off left side, look to pull the trigger. Shot up and good on the 3-point take for Riverton. Knocked down by Lexi Nolan. Her first bucket of the ball game is a 3. And pulls him back Glen 17. Here's a three by JoJo. Trying to answer right back, no good. Whirl there on the rebound. Nearly grabbed it and just slipped out of her hand. She had an easy putback. But pull it back out. Lady Trojans going to take their time. Bailey getting ready to check in. Osmond's getting ready to check back into the ball game for the Lady Trojans. Smith going to catch. She wants a fire three on the way. No good. She's actually the highest percentage three-point shooter, and then lost by Compton out of bounds. Just mishandled that one. And it will go back to the Lady Trojans. Lackadaisical there, holding on to the basketball for Cameron Compton. Out goes Flaherty, out goes Smith. Over to Sands. Gabby hit 3 threes in the first half. Into the post for Bailey, shot up no good. And pulled down by the Lady Rams. Compton having to run that point, working against Gabby Sands. That's a tough order for her. Push off, make some separation. Give way. Kick, Parker. Parker stopped by Bailey. She'll have to pull it back out. Looking to attack his Moss. Kick. Nolan, three. She just made one. That one's no good, but rebound blocked there by JoJo. Gathered up, ball still loose. Into the paint, pulled out of there. They'll reset here with Gibson. Kick. Moss, little runner. Gets some contact, and she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. That's a rare couple of attempts at it. Riverton in that first half was kind of going one and done, and now Coach Sherlocker feels a little bit of complacency perhaps. In case of timeout, we will take it along with him. We're back at 30. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Mia Moss at the free throw line to shoot two here for the Lady Rams. This is the first one. Moss's first trip to the free throw line in this ball game. Got 2 points in the contest. Here's the second one up, and that one's no good. Cleared by a Whirl. Here come the Lady Trojans. Up with JoJo. JoJo playing with 3 fouls. She picked up pretty early going in this one. 2 in the first quarter, and then 1 with about 6 minutes to go in the second. That's Sands. Dump off inside. Move off the left side. What a good dish. Shot no good, though, on the take by Bailey. And rebound pulled out of there by Compton, and she'll bring it up the floor as well with 5:10 to go in the third. Up the floor, off right side. Take by Parker in the paint. Little leader on the way, no good, but a foul going to be called. She hit the deck pretty hard as well. Parker, their leading scorer in the first half, was 7 points, 7 of their 10 first half points. She started out 3 for 3 from the charity stripe, but then missed 4 out of her next 5 from the free throw line. Now she'll go to the free throw line 4 out of 8. Flaherty, Brooklyn Talley, and Serena Short getting ready to check back into the ball game for the Lady Trojans. Here's the first one from Parker. No good. Here's the second one from Parker. That one is good. Off the schneid a little bit. She missed her last 3. Off right side for Short. Dump off inside Flaherty. Move, kick. Back outside Osmond. She'll swing it. Here's Gabby for 3 on the way. Good! Her 4th one of the ball game. When you're hot, you're hot. She's got 14 points in the contest. Lady Trojans back up by 29. They've led by as many as 30 in this contest. Driving Parker, baseline on Osmus. Flaherty steps up, the foul and the bucket. We're going to call that, I think, on Kaylin Flaherty, her second. Bucket was good by Parker. The Rams' struggles have been kind of biblical, but even made worse tonight without Danielle Weaver, their main ball handler, and Lady Trojans missing their best ball handler in Jada Valley. So I guess that balances things out a little bit. 33-17. Lady Trojans in front. Sands, top of the key, Tally. Shot up by Michaela Osmus once in on a three-point action. She had 3 points, but those were all from the free throw line. This time it comes from behind the arc. 36-17, back to a 29-point game. Won't need to explain to you how important that extra point is, do I? Here's a runner by Parker, no good. Rebound by Short. I think it's 30. You have to be up by 30 for a running clock.
36 to.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, BJ.
Yeah, your job's supposed to correct me before I do that a few times.
Well, that's why I'm holding 20 over here. A 2 and a 0 in my hand.
Oh, goodness. Maybe it's wishful thinking. You win some, you lose some, brother.
That's right.
And this is not good for Riverton, as Daphne Parker has been, again, their leading scorer by a lot in this contest. Only two other field goals in the game from anybody other than her. Now, she does lead them in scoring, but she's done it with a three-point bucket. She only got 2 field goals. A lot of her work's been from the free throw line. She's got 11 for the ball game. And Lady Trojans up by 21. Nearly went backcourt there. Nearly stolen away. Compton, that's a charge. Yeah, she kind of dropped the shoulder and just ran right into her. A little bit out of player control as well, maybe the issue. If it makes you feel any better, I have 20 written on my paper.
I had a kid. I know you did. It was just
the words didn't match up. There's a shot up and good by Osmus.
No, Flaherty.
Flaherty knocked it down. On the shot, good. Other end of the floor, trap on that sideline, and Coach August wants to take a timeout. Kalen's in double figures with 10 points. Another timeout. We'll take it. I'll come back and get a calculator. Back at 30, you're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes. Then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Forty to 17, Lady Trojans in command of this one. They have for a big chunk of it. Here's a shot blocked by Short, and then she grabs it as well. What a play by Serena. She's going to lead the charge also. Short, she'll take it all the way up. Shot no good. Rebound poked out of there. Gathered up by Gabby Sands, and they'll reset. Boy, that was one good. If she finishes that, that's a darn good play because she got the block, the gather, and coast-to-coast layup. Here's Tally. Skip pass off right side for Osmond. She steps around. Good move there by Michaela. No good, though. And rebound pulled out of there by Callie Bokovic.
She steals it right back and then is fouled going up on a shot.
Nice job by Osmus getting some of her most extended playing time. She's got 6 points in the ball game. She averages 1.5 on the season, so certainly some of her most. And at the free throw line, she was 3 for 4 before that one misses. And makes the second. She's got 7. Lady Trojans lead 41-17. Continue to pull away here in this third quarter. Shot no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Kaylin Flaherty. Again, it's been 1-1, one and done. Lady Trojans have dominated the boards. That was a point of focus for Coach Urlacher, knowing here down the stretch that things are going to have to get better at. Rebounding half-court offense. They've been having to run their half-court offense. There's a good take by Flaherty. Hard off the glass, no good. To be determined. Rebound pulled out of there by Talley, up and in. Brooklyn Talley fights for the board, gets her first bucket of the contest. The Trojans with 7 girls in the scoring column. Rams with just 7 girls on the roster. Man, there's a steal by Osmus. Just ripped right out of the hands. Michaela with the right hand layup. Good. 45-17. And a timeout going to be taken. It's a full. We'll take it. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Lady Rams with the basketball. Trojans put a little pressure on. Token. There's a shot blocked. What a great job by JoJo Ferguson. Alternating possession going to be in favor of the Rams. Risky one by Ferguson. Playing with 3 fouls. As risky as it can be with a 28-point lead. Moss, catch, Compton, shot. Going to be a little short. Rebound pulled out of there by Worrell. And Lady Trojans get it back here with 1:21 to play. Throw up. Smith, dump off inside. Nice move by Bailey and the foul. Brittley. That's a pretty nifty little post move. Didn't even put it on the floor. It looked like she was going to and didn't.
It was a good one.
It's her second field goal. She'll go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Puts Lady Trojans up by 30. 31. In comes Colin. For the Lady Trojans, the freshman, going to replace Worrell. Colin going to match up with Parker down the floor. Shake her off right side, Moss. Moss step to the left side for Bokovic. Back outside. Here's Parker. She'll drive. Lost off her knee. And back to Lady Trojans. Good play there by JoJo again. Made contact. Tori Thomas going to check into the ball game here with under a minute to play in this third quarter. High post for Bailey. She'll put it on the deck. Push up with a left hand. Shot no good. Loose ball. Will be tracked down by Thomas. Off right side for Short. Dump off inside. Bailey. Catch. Just gets past her. Pushed up a little off balance. Her put back. This one's no good. And rebound going to be pulled out of there by Thomas. She'll have it. Set. Fire. 3 on the way. That one's no good. Hard rebound. Cullen gets it. She'll put it up and in. There's got a ton of chances at that one, and you can't do that if you're the Rams. There's a shot baseline, no good. Thomas going to get the rebound. She'll be fouled as well by Mia Moss. Tori Thomas, 5'4" senior, She's just stayed out. Been a nice energy player for them over the few years. I remember her getting fired up in that state championship run as well. She was one of those that had a chance to be on the bench anyways, and Lady Trojans going to have a nice lead going into the fourth quarter of this one. We'll come back and wrap it up. 1 quarter to play. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Back out here in this fourth quarter, 52-17. Lady Trojans add another one here in this fourth quarter. Cameron Crompton driving. Shot up by Serena Short, her second bucket of the ball game. She has 4. Lady Trojans going to be running clock here in this fourth quarter. Thomas with it on the right wing. Dump off inside for Colin. Good entry pass. Up off the glass. Catches the front iron and rolls in. Her second bucket of the game. Got some early minutes in that first quarter. Sat a little bit and then a little bit in the second quarter, and then she just come back in here of late. Drive around. Vukovic, eye off the glass and good. That's Nolan, rather. She had a 3 to start the third quarter, and that's just her second field goal. Thomas, step up. Drive off the glass, no good. Rebound to be determined. Colin comes, goes backside for Short, up and good. Those two get quite a bit of playing time. JV action. She finds her and Short finishes it. Off right side for Nolan. Compton, Moss on the right wing. She'll look to try to go baseline. Closed off by Cullen. Good defense there. Kick blocked by Cullen. Nice job by Olivia. Kick out. Here comes JoJo, long pass in front for Short, and she'll pull it back for JoJo. So 7 and counting in this ball game. Dump off inside, Colin gets a little too deep. Kick though into the paint for Bailey. She can't get it to go. Boy, she missed a couple bunnies. Last touch, they're going to say off the Lady Trojans and back to the Rams. Boys game should be a little more competitive, I think. Trojan men, 4 overtime game against Frontenac a week ago on Tuesday. A week ago tomorrow. They're in the driver's seat of the CNC as well. The Rams about 500 on the year. There's a poke down by Osmus, gathered up by Cullen. She'll give it back to Michaela, and she'll push it up the floor. Running, Thomas stops. Go to the corner for Osmus. Osmus dump off inside. Cullen denied by Parker, but a foul going to be called to be a 4th. Foul's not a problem for anybody other than her. She's got 4. Ferguson has 3. Under 5 to play in this one. Bailey, crossover from the free throw line. No good. Crashing the boards. I think Cullen's going to get called for that one. Over the back on the rebound. Trojan men 14-2. They're the number 5 ranked team in Class 3A. They're 8-1 in the CNC. The Rams are coming in right at 500, 9-9 on the year, but they're just 3-7 in the CNC. They've lost 4 straight, but I think they'll be more competitive. They'll be in their home court. They can fire the three if they get open. We've seen how the Trojans can be susceptible to that three-point shot. Ball poked out of bounds by Thomas. It'll stay with the Rams here as we approach the midway point of the fourth. Leah Smith Agency post-game show coming away in just a little bit. Recap this one, talk with the coach of the Trojans, Brad Herlocker, and then get ready to go for that boys game. Foul called on Osmus, her first. Her second, rather. First one's missed by Nolan. Here comes the second one. Up and good. Three and a half to go here in the ball game. There's a darn good chance these two teams are going to see each other again in a week. Entry pass down inside for Bailey. Back outside, she saves it. Good effort there by Brooklyn. Reset was short on the right side. Osmus. Dump off, trying to get it into Colin. A foul going to be called by Parker, and if it is, that should be it for her. She's going to foul out of this ball game with 11 points. And then there was one on the bench. .239 to play. A good entry pass. Good position underneath the basket for Colin. She's got 6 points. I would say a career high.
Yeah.
And the Lady Trojans continue to hold. Here's Compton trying to go. She pulls back. Here's a shot by Nolan, no good. High rebound cleared by Talley. Brooklyn just needs a little help. She will get it. Kick it out. 2:10 to go. In the fourth. Osmus off to Thomas. Wrap around down inside. Good look. Then stripped from behind, but a foul going to be called, and that'll be a shooting situation here as we'll shoot 1 and 1. As that's going to send going to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Missed the front side, gets her own rebound. Comes in, she'll go straight back up with it. Porsick, shot no good, but she is fouled again. And it's a good rebound by Cullen. She'll be a nice contributor for the Trojans. Already getting some playing time, some injuries to the post. Kind of throws her in there as a freshman, but these are really good minutes for her, and she'll be a factor a year from now. She's going to miss the first. Here's the second one. That one rattles in. One minute to go here in this ball game. Nolan going to drive into the paint, kick to the top of the key for Daniel. And stolen away by Brooklyn Talley. Lady Trojans probably hold here. We'll see. Got the youngsters in there. They want to go to work. Off to Thomas, left wing, dump off inside Colin again. Just going to work. Good move there by Colin, no good. Back over. Here's Thomas, a little 10-footer on the way. Good! They wanted her to get that one, and she does. On the scoreboard for the Lady Trojans. Another one. 41. Just want to prove that I can do math.
That a kid. I was worried about you there for a little while, BJ.
And Compton just clearing some room. And they're going to count that bucket at the buzzer. Her first bucket. That's what's crazy about that. And that's the end of this one. Lady Trojans going to win it. 61-22. Your final score in this one is Lady Trojans Again, moved to 13-4 on the year. They'll move to 9-1 in the CNC. And a win tomorrow night will clinch an outright CNC title as we make the trip to Pittsburgh to take on the Colgan Panthers. Lady Trojans win it here 61-22. We'll come back and talk about it on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. Thanks, Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance. Leah bringing 10 years of industry experience back to her hometown. Call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Come back and talk about this one on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Back out here, Riverton, Kansas. Where am I? The home of the Rams, as the Lady Trojans just knocked off the Rams and continue to stay in the driver's seat of the CNC as they win it tonight. Final score 61-22. This is the Leah Smith Agency post-game show as the Lady Trojans do their job here tonight. Come out and had control of this one from the outset. This was never in doubt. Lady Trojans again playing without their best ball handler, their leading scorer in Jada Valley, and still win this handily. And the Trojans' final stats brought to you by the Bender on 7. Everyone's headed to the Bender for another great post-game celebration. Grab your friends and head to the Bender for a late-night snack and some fun. Bender on 7, Girard's new and favorite hangout. Dine-in or call 620-724-4860 to carry out in this one. Lady Trojans with 9 girls scoring in this ball game, 2 in double figures, 14 points from Gabby Sands, 4 threes in the ball game for Gabby, including 3 in the first half. She finishes with 14, which is her number. I'm sure that won't be lost on her. 10 points for Kaylin Flaherty in this ball game. 9 points from Michaela Osmus. How about Osmus and Olivia Colin getting some minutes in that fourth quarter? She finished with 7. 6 points from Serena Short, 5 points from Brittany Bailey, 4 points from Drake Worrell, 2 from Brooklyn Talley, and 2 from Tori Thomas for the Lady Trojans as they do move to 13-4 on the year and 9-1 in the CNC. Back at it tomorrow to take on the Colgan Panthers and a chance to win an outright CNC title with that ball game tomorrow evening. We'll step away, take another break. We'll come back. We'll talk to the head coach of the Girard Lady Trojans, Brad Herlocker. You are watching the Leah Smith Agency postgame show in your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090. McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in Southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Back out here on the Leah Smith Agency post-game show here on Girard Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we're joined by the head coach of the Girard Lady Trojans, Brad Herlocker's team just beat Riverton 61-22, moved to 13-4 in the year, 9-1 in the CNC, coach. Obviously bouncing back from that loss against Frontenac and doing it in fine fashion here without Jada Valley, but the Lady Trojans did not seem to miss a beat in this one against a struggling Riverton team.
Yeah, you know, they had their best player out and tonight, and that showed on their end. And, you know, really what showed, I guess, is that we have other players that can step up and step into those roles. And how about Gabby Sands getting off and having one of her best shooting nights of the year and right at a good time and just balance. A bunch of kids coming in, a bunch of kids believing in themselves and making shots and playing pretty darn good defense.
We talked about Gabby in the broadcast a little bit about the fact that she's a leader in every sense of the word, and you know she knows where she needs to fit in on the team. And with your post going down, when you had Britley out of the ball game and Faith Poland out of the ball game, she's slowly started to elevate her game a little bit to fill in that hole.
Absolutely. You know, she's been shooting that way in practice all year long, and you know, got off to a little bit of a rough start at the beginning of the year, and you know, I think she just finally relaxed out there, just playing basketball, having fun, and I'm so happy for her, and she's playing well.
And then your youngsters had to step in a little bit. We talked in a pregame about Michaela Osmus and the fact that she was going to have to carry the ball a little bit more because of Jada Valley being out a little ill, and stepped up pretty well at 9 points this game.
Yeah, I couldn't be more excited about our young kids. You know, we've got a lot of good young kids, and the future's bright, and we're excited about them. And just the mixture we have this year, we've got some solid upperclassmen, some seniors that are providing good leadership for us, and then those young ones have that youth and that hunger. And right now, making a pretty good combination. Just got to keep it going.
It's so crazy because a year ago this time, literally like 68% of your offense came through one person. Yeah. Now you've got 9 people scoring in a ball game on a regular basis. It's a complete different approach to it, and it seemed like it took a little while for those cogs to all kind of line up, but in a game like this, you kind of see that.
Yeah, you know, absolutely. Can't say enough about the kids stepping up at every spot. And, yeah, you know, if we lose our best player last year for a game or two, and, you know, we just don't have the players looking to step up and make those plays and stuff like that. So I'm very, very happy with the way the kids have confidence in themselves now. And you know, it's, you know, this is the way I like to play. And this is the way I started playing, you know, as a young coach. And I love getting people in the scoring column, love, you know, getting people out there. And like I said, at the end, you could tell they got pretty tired. They're somewhere in that third quarter, they kind of hit a wall, and our kids kept running because we subbed. So
Hey, well, luckily you get a whole about 22 hours off here before you got to go do it again here against the Colgan Panthers with a chance to win a CNC title, and I think a win against them, which should give it to you outright, regardless of the outcome of that Thursday ball game. The Panthers again, and this time in their house.
Yeah, I can't say enough. Can't have enough respect for Colgan. They're full of seniors. They're full of kids that have played for 3 or 4 years. Not just seniors, but they've played their whole career, and so they play like that most nights. And they're a tough out. They're a tough team to play against. And you always want to think at your place you have an advantage. And man, Colgan's tough at home too. So it's going to be a tall order. But if the kids come out like they did tonight, and everybody has confidence in themselves. I like our chances.
All right, Coach. Appreciate your time as always. Congratulations on a good win here against Riverton. We'll do it again tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Brad Herlocker, joining us here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Line. We'll take another break. We'll come back. When we come back, we're going to kick off the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Line.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is a first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
And welcome everyone out here to Riverton High School. The Girard Trojans taking the court here to get ready for their matchup against the Riverton Rams. BJ Harris, Dale Schuyler along with you. The Trojan men coming in at 14-2, 8-1 in the CNC. They're taking on a Riverton Rams team that is 9-9 and 3-7 in the CNC. Trojans, of course, coming off that thriller of 4 overtimes, a 60-57 win over Frontenac. That was a low-scoring affair going into the first overtime, and then 4 overtimes later, it approached 60 points. That tells you how low-scoring it was. The Rams started out this season really well, won their first 4 games, went on a 6-1 to start the season, but have lost 8 of their last 10, including 6 straight losses in the CNC, coming off a 58-51 on Tuesday to their rival down the street in Galena. Their best win of the season was a win over Colgan back on January 4th. They lost in the first time these two teams matched up. Trojans handled it pretty well, 63-38, and the Trojan men trying to clinch the CNC outright right now. The Trojan men in CNC action. sitting atop the conference at that 8-1 record. The Baxter Springs Lions hot on their tail. We'll wrap that one up, and this thing's going to get decided on the court on Thursday for sure. Trojans need to take care of their business against Colgan tomorrow, as Colgan's the number 3 team right now in the conference as well. Trojans sitting as the number 1 seed at 14-2 in the sub-state, but again, right on their trail is Baxter Springs. Trojans need to win out. They'll be the number 1 seed. And guess what your reward is for being the number 1 seed? You get to play the team that took you to 4 overtimes a week ago. Right now, Frontenac sitting as that number 8 seed in the sub-state that is pretty balanced, I would say. And we will find out more about that here over the next 3 games, as we've got tonight the Trojans against Riverton. Tomorrow, Trojans against Colgan. And then on Thursday, Trojans against Baxter Springs. And to look at things here, we'll step away, take our first break of this Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott. This is the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Community National Bank and Trust serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And of course, Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocamp, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas with Crocamp. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org and see everything Crocamp has to offer at ckt.net. Got it turned on Friday at my house, and we are blazing fast internet. I can watch so much shows at the Harris household. Come back and hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, when we return on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and mobile banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Croccan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in Southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Croccan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Welcome back to the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show here on Girard Sports Live. BJ Harris along with you as we get set for the backside of our third to last high school basketball doubleheader tonight. The Girard Lady Trojans, Trojan men on the road at Riverton. We're talking to the head coach of the Girard Trojan men, Rod Westcott. And Coach, been kind of weird. We've had, there was a stretch there mid-season with mid-season tournament, and I think you played 5 games in 8 days, maybe 5 games in 9 days. Now you're working on 2 games in like 12 days with some of the weather and all that good stuff. We got to go all the way back to last Tuesday. a thriller there at home against Frontenac, and that's one of those matchups we always talk about. You can toss out the records because that doesn't matter at that point. You've got to play the game at hand, and they gave you all you could handle with the 4 overtimes, but you're able to get the win. As you kind of went back and thought about that one, what was the difference as you guys were able to hold on and win it?
Yeah, what a night. What do you say about that? We talked after the game the other night. First one that I've been involved in, and hopefully the last, because it was pretty stressful. But, I was proud of the kids. I thought the kids battled hard the whole game and kept their composure, just, kept trying to make plays. And, we talk all the time about each possession's important and each one counts. And definitely showed itself there the other night that proud of the kids the way they played. I thought we played hard considering we hadn't played for, we were off the Friday before as well. So kind of in the same boat this week. We're going to get back after tonight and see where we're at.
It was the first game back for Ryder Whirl, and you just don't know what you're going to get from a kid who's been off for over a month, and obviously that knee slows him down maybe a little bit, but boy, he gave you some good minutes, hit a huge shot in that fourth quarter, and his confidence shooting the basketball seems to be there. That's always some concern, too, coming off. I guess you got to finally see and I think you already knew it, but the importance of him in that roster.
I don't think the knees really probably slowed him down as much as what the brace is. It's one of those things you want to make sure he's still wearing that just to give him that extra support. But, he's doing well, and I was a little concerned about conditioning just because he hasn't really go up and down much. But, 4 times he's going to be back in shape. He's had some time to rest up now. So that obviously was a concern for us, but I thought that he'd come in and give us some good minutes. And hopefully we can get everybody back together here at the right time and be playing our best down the stretch.
Well, next up is Riverton, and that's a team you saw obviously already this year. Took care of them pretty well. They're an athletic team, long as well, but what are you looking for from the Rams? What do you expect tonight?
Scary team. Very, very fundamental sound of the defensive end. They're going to get out and get after you. They got Frontenac just a week ago, so very capable. We got to make sure we defend the 3 because they got some kids to shoot. Yeah. And, they're just solid. They're not going to go away. They're going to keep playing hard the whole time. So you got to bring your A game. If you don't, they can step up and beat you. So we'll be ready to go this evening.
All right. Well, it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be a fun way down the stretch here the next 2 weeks. There's going to be a lot of basketball played, and we'll get it all started tonight with the Rams coach. Appreciate your time as always. Good luck tonight.
All right. Thanks, BJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. We'll step away, take a quick break. So the count keys of the game, starting lineup, opening tip-off from Riverton Trojans Rams tonight on Girard Sports Live.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student-athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
I am no longer living the life on the sideline watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
look at the Riverton Rams warming up for this one. We are in the midst of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Let's take a look at our starting lineup. Starting lineups brought to you by our good friends at the Jagged Edge. Trojans hope to start this game in style, but nowhere near the level of style you'll find at the Jagged Edge. Stylists Carlos Sands, Robin Hawkins, or Eva Vietti will have you looking your very best for your next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500. First up for the Ramblers, it'll be number 5, Max Morrow, a junior. Number 12, Carson Shockley, he's a senior. Number 13, Tyler Zustiak, a senior. Number 15, Cade Riggin, a senior. And number 42, Matt Teal, a senior. We got some guys that come off the bench that can shoot it a little bit as well, and so watch for that as this game does progress. Trojans are going to start tonight. Ryder Whirl in the starting lineup. Ryder averaging about 11 points per ball game, coming off a pretty good bounce-back game, or first game back, rather, on that knee injury, as he will play in this one. Also leads his team in free throw shooting at 83%, and so good to get him on the floor for that, but his defense is spectacular as well, and so hopefully he stays at his true self. Caleb Muya, one of the best players in the state of Kansas, 24.5 points per ball game, 6'3" senior, leading the way for the Trojans in scoring. Number 12, Dylan Collins, 6'1" senior, averaging 6 points per ball game. It's almost guaranteed Dylan will hit the first 3 of the ball game. The first time he pulls the trigger on one. And seems like something he does every game. Number 50, Evan Troicke, 5'10" senior, averages 7.3 points per ball game. But as Evan goes, the Trojans go sometimes, certainly with his distribution abilities. And then Carter Doherty, if you're giving a Most Improved Player award, it's Carter Doherty. He has had a very good senior season, second in this team in scoring, second in this team in rebounding, and he has just become a factor in the paint for the Trojans. And I said at the start of the season, if Carter has a really good year, the Trojans have a really good opportunity, because he's a difference maker because of his size, his length, and his athleticism. 6'5" senior will round out the starting lineup for the Trojans, who again come in at 14-2, 8-1 in the CNC. Keys to the game brought to you by the Bender on 7. The key to satisfying your appetite to stop the Bender on 7. Bender's quickly become a Girard favorite with great daily specials. Tonight closed, but tomorrow, chance for Taco Tuesday. Grab a bite before you head over to the game in Pittsburgh tomorrow. Always a favorite. Bender on 7. Dine in. Call for a pickup. 620-724-4860. You got any thoughts on this one, partner?
Oh, I think, like Coach said, the pregame interview, knock off the rust, get up and down the court well, and take care of the ball. I think we'll be okay.
All right, Trojans getting ready to get going in this one. We'll step away, take a quick break. We'll come back for your opening tip-off when we return on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Line.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
I am no longer living the life on the sideline watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Heidrich's, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Back out here to Riverton High School. Girard Trojans going to take on the Riverton Rams. Trojans, the number 5 ranked team in Class 3A. They're number 1 in the sub-state, number 1 in the CNC right now. Take a look at our area matchups as they run through their starting lineups here. Area matchups brought to you by our friends at Bumper to Bumper of Girard, formerly Brenneman Auto Parts. Bumper to Bumper has been serving the Girard area since 1935. Come in and talk with Willie if you're in the need for belts, Bosch brake pads, Wix filters, time kit bearings, and so much more. Bumper to Bumper, 101 East Prairie Street in Girard. Elsewhere tonight, nothing, as this is a makeup game. Tomorrow, tomorrow the Trojans are at Colgan. I don't know if there's even really any action tomorrow as well. This is on this CNC matchups I have here. Go to the master schedule here. Schedule's all screwed up because of issues. Yeah, tomorrow Columbus is at Frontenac, Riverton's at Baxter Springs, and Galena is a non-conference ball game against Southeast in theirs. Columbus is going to wrap up with a game at Southeast as well, so that's about it for everybody else. We got Colgan tomorrow, and that's then a Baxter Springs makeup game. They're against the Baxter Springs Lions. Opening tip-off brought to you by Lyritt Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by Lyritt Ceramics for great gift ideas and supplies. Get creative when it comes to gift buying. Sign up for classes. Lyritt Ceramics, 620-724-8442. Trojans going to win the toss off the leap by Caleb Muya. And they'll have the first possession. Got a steal going the other way for the Rams. Get back, and they'll have their first offensive possession of this ball game. They were very patient in the half court the first time these two teams met up. They want to try to get some outside shooting going if they can. Do the Rams. Trying to work top of the key, trying to get a look at it. Zustiak kick back around. At the elbow, here's Zustiak, he'll pump, gets Collins off his feet, up, no good. There's the Carter Doherty effect, the Trojans running with a little bit. Ryder World's going to slash in, kick. Dillon, look at it for a moment, didn't take it, move it back around. There's Troike, off right side for Whirl. Right corner, and Evans going to reset it for the Trojans. Just over a minute into this one. No score so far. Doherty with it on left wing. Dump off inside for Troike. He posts up, kick. An open look at it from Whirl on the way. Good. Ryder Whirl. Ryder, the thing you can do on that knee is shoot. And I think he still got out there and shot a little bit in his time off with that knee injury. And that's a good thing. When he went out of that ball game against Frontenac, I thought, uh-oh. And luckily to have him on the floor. Right now, Trojans with a 3-0 lead to start this one. Reagan with it. Kick back around. Zustiak now right corner for Teal. Teal off to Shockley. Back to Teal on the right corner. Doherty comes out to pick him up. Here's Zustiak. Back around. Looking to drive, but a foul going to be called on Troike. Evan was coming over a little late. Max Morrow had the step on him, and he slid over, and Evan Troike going to pick up the first foul of the ball game, his first foul. 6:02 to go here, first quarter. Trojans lead at 3-0 on a three-point bucket by Ryder Whirl. Trojans started to get a little hot shooting the three-point ball too, and that was while Ryder was out. And he's one of the best shooters from behind the arc. Zustiak, Whirl come pick him up, give him some pretty good pressure. Trying to clear some space is Reagan. He can't. Off left side now for Shockley. Moved around Zustiak tomorrow. Long possession into the paint for Teal. Puts it on the deck. Carter Ain't nothing but a thing. Kick over left side, looking to drive now. Dish, backside. Morrow's trapped, nowhere to go with it. He'll try to go up and around, and he had no chance. Ball's knocked out of bounds. I mean, Morrow comes up to the numbers on the chest of Carter Doherty.
Yeah, Carter's got that covered up pretty good.
Here's Zustiak. Inbound, wide open look. Coach Shockley, you might hear Coach Westcott saying, how did he get open look like that? Not very happy about it. Backside, they lost Zustiak, and he walked with it. Trojans with it. Their third offensive possession of this ball game. Opening quarter of things. Inside, they'll switch it around through Doherty off to Troyke. Open look, baseline, or free throw line rather. Here's Morrow, another three. That one's a little off the mark. And rebound pulled out of there. Here comes Morrow in transition. He'll throw it up hard. Up in front for Shockley going baseline. Good close out there on the baseline. An undercut there by Morrow. He'll bounce it off. Good move there by Troyke to keep that one alive. He was cut pretty good there on the dive, and Trojans will have it here. Down in fine for Muya. They collapse on him. He'll pull the trigger on one, and it bounces in. Caleb gets his first bucket of the first quarter. And for a second, I thought they were trying to one-up, man, one-on-one with Riggin. That is a bad idea. The drive, spinning, kick, back outside Teal. Shockley moving around Morrow. Now left side for Riggin. Dump off Teal. Good defense by Carter. Rebound pulled out of there by Muya. Caleb, and a foul going to be called on Zustiak. A little too much contact there in the backcourt. 3:55 to go here, first quarter. Trojans lead at 5-0. First subs of the ball game for both teams. St. Henderson comes in. Gabe Muya comes in. And subs for the Rams. In comes Joel Segura. In comes Carter Brown. He can shoot that three-point bucket a little long. Also into the ball game is Bryce Johnson. Johnson had a good ball game against the Trojans in their first matchup. Here's a screen, moving screen, I believe, against the Trojans. Can be called against Carter Doherty, his first. Team foul number 2. 3:43 to go here in this first quarter. Trojans up 5-0. It's a low-scoring one so far here in this one. Moving around also in the ball game, big fella for them, Trevor Parsons. He was not in that first matchup they had. I think he was banged up a little bit. Was Parsons, and he's one body-wise can match up a little bit with Carter down inside. Trying to shake off Henderson. Zane recovers. Here's Brown moving around off left side. Thinking about it was Shockley. He'll drive, leaner with the right hand, bounce around, and no good. Rebound pulled out by Gabe Muya. Coach says go. Trojans want to run. Troyke shut off right side for Henderson. Move it back around through Doherty. Carter trying to find a place to get rid of it. Left side Muya. Skip pass, backside. Henderson. Here's Troyke. Troyke at the free throw line. Spinning. Elevates. Shot up no good, but he is fouled. Segura going to be the guilty party, the sophomore. And with 2:48 to go, it's going to send Evan Troyke to the free throw line for his first free throws, the first free throws of the ball game. 67% free throw shooter. Doesn't go there a ton. Just 12 of 18 on the season coming into this one. Skips it off the front iron and gets it to go. .60 run to start this ball game here for the Trojans, trying to make it 7-0 from the free throw line. Left off the front iron, no good. Carter goes up, can't quite hold on the rebound, and pulled out of there by Isaac Welch. They go way deep into their bench, already 10 deep. As all 5 starters off the floor. Blocked by Henderson, but a foul. On the take by Johnson. He'll go to the free throw line, so they platoon them. Pull out 5, put 5 in. They've got another 4 to go to. And it'll send Johnson to the free throw line to shoot 2. first one's no good. Pretty young team, too. They start Teal as a senior, Riggin, Zustiak, and Shockley, but this crew that comes on, nobody's a senior. And so some pretty good minutes for them. First one was no good. Second one was good for Johnson. And they're on the board here 6-1. 2:27 to go in this first quarter. Troyke, top of the key. Anderson trying to wrap around, just not very well designed there. And Troyke just wanted that one more. He just worked for that one. That had no business getting up and in, but Troyke does get it to go. 8-1, Trojans' largest lead now here is 7. There's a steal by Evan. He'll have the run out. Evan going to lay it up with the right hand. Give a look over his shoulder. Make that defender think he might dish it last minute to Gabe Muya. Brown, baseline. Good defense there on that baseline by Muya. Here's Johnson. He'll drive against Henderson. Good D there by Zane. Ball's knocked around, and Carter just rips it right off the head of Segura. Here's Troyke, 3-on-2, kick. Muya, Gabe, hard, no foul. Somehow. And a minute 19 to go here in this first quarter. Here's Segura. Brown with it on the top of the key. Back to Segura. Here's Johnson. Brown going to try to work against Muya. That's a non-starter. Back outside. We're going to play tight on these guys on the edge, not let them try to pull threes. There's a lost ball. Johnson loses out of bounds. Back to the Trojans. That's a good defensive stand by the Trojans in the half court. Logan Thomas going to get his first minutes. Back in comes Ryder Whirl and Dylan Collins for the Trojans. Out goes Doherty and Muya and Troyke. Collins. Hand right in his face for Welch. Backside, Thomas. He'll put it up with the left hand, no good. A little off balance. 37 seconds to go first quarter. Trojans lead at 10-1. Brown trying to shake off Muya. Caleb gave him all he got. All he wanted anyways. Up in front for Thomas. Thomas. Bounce pass off. Up quickly by Whirl, no good. Boy, I missed a couple of bunnies here and opportunities to really blow this thing kind of open here in this first quarter. 10 seconds to go. Here's Brown. He'll drive. Kick. Shot on the way by Welch, no good. Loose ball. To be determined. Good hustle by Dylan Collins, but he get called for a foul with 1.1 to play in this first quarter. He'll pick up his first team foul, number 4 on the Trojans. And they'll be able to inbound and maybe get one shot. Oh, we got a good look at it. Did Brown. Hit the deck as well. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. And that's the end of one. Trojans lead at 10-1. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Here we go, second quarter. Rams with the basketballs. We start this second quarter down by 9. It could have been worse. Welch pulls the trigger on a triple, no good. Rebound pulled out there by Collins. Push it up in front for Troike. Long pass to Muya. Muya, elevate, shot, bounces around, good. He's got 4 in this low-scoring affair. Trojans' largest lead now is 11. Trojans missed his opportunity to have an even bigger lead in that first quarter, but still dominant. Rams without a field goal yet. Zustiak will call for it out high. Shockley, reverse around Brown. It's the first time we've kind of seen a mixture of starters and replacements. They kind of platooned it in that first quarter. Off right side for Welch. Here's Zustiak. Brown quickly around Shockley, trying to find an open look. Trojans not letting him have it. Here's one from Zustiak. Shot up no good. Rebound by Muya. Trojans going to run again. Here they go. Kind of a 2-on-3. Caleb all right behind him. Troike, open look. Collins for 3 on the way. Good from Dylan Collins. Knocks it in. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Shockey as the Trojans have a 14-point lead. 6:37 to play in this first half. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Girard Medical Center's bariatric program has made extraordinary changes to many people's lives.
I am no longer living the life on the sideline watching everybody else enjoy those things I want to do. I am doing those things now. I am doing things that I only dreamed of doing for the longest time. I'm truly living the life I've always wanted.
Call to learn more. Girard Medical Center, caring for our community one patient at a time.
Rams with the basketball as we get back underway. Trojans dominating so far. Wraparound down inside Johnson. His first field goal and 1. Carter Doherty going to pick up his second foul as well. That was a good play. Kind of, I think Coach Shockey said, I'm going to call timeout. We need to run this play. We need to get a score. And they do just that. 6:17 to go. In this first half, they got on the board for the first field goal. He turns it into an and 1. And so it makes the score 15-4. Muya going to bring it up the floor. I don't think he was supposed to, but he did anyway. Off right side for Whirl. Troike, dump off inside Muya. Double team. He'll push it up and force it up. Boy, just strong. One hard dribble and goes to the rim. He's got 6 points in this one. Trojans lead at 17-4. Trojans just doing it with defense. They have really come on strong defensively in the back half of this season. Here's Johnson. There's a good example of it. Gets it back somehow. At the elbow, Shockley leaves it a little short but rolls in. I didn't think that was going to get there. It does. 17-6. That timeout was a big one that proves for them. Able to maybe stop a little bit of the bleeding. Scoop off Collins. Just lost it. Stripped out of his hands but couldn't be held on by Teal. Out of bounds. It goes back to the Trojans. They'll hold on to it here with 5:15 to go in the first half. You throw it in deep for Collins. High post for Muya. Free throw line. Spinning. Elevates. Shot no good, but he is fouled. And Caleb will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Muya, a 60% free throw shooter. At one point, about midway through the season, about 40%. And you throw out the first month of the season, and Caleb's probably closer up around 75%.
Yep.
Yeah, and I do that to him. Missed the first one, missed the second one badly. Neither one of those were real good takes by Caleb. 5:04 to go here in this first half. Trojans jumped out to a 10-1 lead after one, led by as many as 14 with a lead 15-1, but Since that point, they've outscored them 5-2. Ryder World just trying to fight his way through that one. No good. Muya's there to clean him up for him, though. Caleb's got 8. Trojans lead it 19-6. .4:24 to play. Here's a 3 by Brown. I said he could knock him down. He doesn't get that one to go. Now they've got him running. Here's Muya. He'll fly. 2 hands with the jam by Caleb Muya. And an early Bradshaw Collision Repair shot of the game, hit of the game. He throws that one down. Does Caleb. Rams go back into half court. It's ice and snow. A lot of people have been hitting the ditch. Nobody wanting to hit it as hard as he hit that dunk. But if it happens to you, take it to Bradshaw Collision Repair, paintless dent repair, glass replacement, more. Bradshaw Collision Repair getting you back in the game. Call 620-724-7300. Trojans foul against Collins, I believe. His second. Team 6. Johnson inbound here for the Rams. Throw it in deep for Shockley. Morrow with it. Back to Shockley on the right corner. He'll pull the trigger on one right in front of Caleb. Shot no good. Knocked it out of bounds by Gabe Muya. Starting to see those two on the floor more and more together. There for a while it was one would come in and Caleb would sit down and get some minutes on the bench when Gabe was in. Now those two playing more and a little bit more solid rotation here for the Trojans. Off right side for Brown. And as healthy as they've been in a while with their full rotation. Here's Johnson for 3. Right in front of Caleb again. Pulled the trigger on that one is Johnson. He's got all their field goals. 21-9. Here's Muya, baseline. And he's bumped by Johnson. Bryce Johnson will pick up his first personal foul. Team foul number 4 on the Rams. 3:11 to go in this first half. Trojans lead it. Out goes Morrow. Also out goes Riggin. Off left corner for Muya. In comes Segura. Spinning. Troike working against Segura. Shot no good, but he is fouled, and Evan will go back to the free throw line to shoot 2. Also into the ball game is Trevor Parsons, a big fella down inside for the Rams. Troike 1 of 2 in that first quarter from the free throw line. His first attempts here. He's got 5 points for the Trojans. And he knocks down the first one. 3:01 to go here, first half. Trojans lead it. Lady Trojans took care of business in their game earlier tonight. They won handily 61-22. With that win, the Lady Trojans clinched the number 1 seed in the sub-state. They do not have the CNC completely in their hand yet. There's Johnson. That's going to cause Coach to have an aneurysm because they know I'm sure the game plan is don't let them have open looks at it. Muya going to go up, and they're going to cause a block and a bucket. The official kind of rewards Caleb and maybe gives him that because of the acting job by Johnson. Caleb gets the bucket and the foul. Does Muya. He's got 8 second quarter points. And free throw. Coach Shockey not very happy. 24-12 your score. Trojans in front with free throw shots coming your way. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It cannot be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and print, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You. Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
24-12. Rams are trying to climb back in this one a little bit. Muya trying to take over. Caleb in double figures already with 10. This will make it 11 if he can knock down this free throw. 0 for 2 in his first trip. That one was all but down. Couldn't get it to go. 0 for 3. 2:37 to go in the first half. Trojans led by 10-1. Led 10-1 at the end of one quarter. Rams have found a little bit of offense, mostly with this guy. A charge going to be called. Moving screen back side on that one, probably against Parsons. No, it's going to be called against Segura. Shockey gets an explanation. It's his third. Bringing across the timeline is Collins. Here's Whirl. Is fouled. He was trying to pass that one. And it's going to be 1-1, so that's going to send Ryder, an 83% free throw shooter, to the line to shoot. 1-1. 19 of 23 on the season. And he rolls in the first one. Ryder knocked down a 3 in that first quarter. It's his only points up to that point. Only 3 guys on the scoreboard for the Trojans right now. Troike has 6, Muya with 10, and Ryder with 4 points. That doesn't add up, right?
Yeah.
That is somewhere. But he makes both of them. 26-12. Here's Shockley. Give way to Morrow. Morrow, under 2 to play in the first half. Shockley. Trojans pick him up way outside. Thomas put some length there on Johnson. He'll wrap around down inside for Parsons. Parsons kick. Brown. Morrow. Slash. Stopped. Real close to a 3-second violation. Then poked out by Ryder Whirl. Trojans 3-on-2. Muya all the way to the rim. Up and good. Boy, that was pretty awesome. He's got 12. Well, Dylan Collins had a 3. I missed one there. Here's Johnson drive. Up and good. Johnson still their main contributor. Big second quarter for him. He's got 11 points in the second. Making this still within striking distance, going to the locker room. 50 seconds to play in this first half. Thomas, he'll drive. He'll scoop. He'll get it to go. Good take there by Logan Thomas. 37 seconds to go here in this first half. GM Bank halftime show come your way in just a moment. Brown with it on the right side. Johnson. And inside for Parsons, go right back to him. Johnson helped out by Troike. Gets it right back in his hands. Just bad bounce for the Trojans. And Johnson. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans here with 8.9 seconds to go. Troike runs down the floor. Caleb pick it up, 7 seconds. Crossover, kick, Evan, set, 3, good look at 1. Just no good. And out of bounds, that's the end of the first half. They get a good look at 1. Trojans lead it 30-16 at the break. We'll talk about it next on the GM Bank halftime show. GM Bank, formerly Girard National Bank, new name, still providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. We'll talk more about this when we return on the GN Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Back out here at halftime of this with the Girard Trojans with the lead here 30-16. Let's take a look at it on Canard Eye Care. Eye on the game thanks to the support from their community. Canard Eye Care has nearly doubled their space and extended their hours locations to both Pittsburgh and Girard, of course. Canard Eye Care, the clear choice. Make your appointment by calling 620-235-1737. Trojans storm out to a 10-1 lead. And look like they're going to take control. At one point, they led 15-1 before that was stopped. And then the Rams, to their credit, they kind of clawed back a little bit. They got it to within 12, 24-12. And right now, down by 14 again. Here, 30-16. Mostly led, almost entirely led by Bryce Johnson, the junior, with 14 of their 16 points. They didn't get their first field goal until the 6:17 mark of the second quarter. And then the only other one with points is Shockley with 2 points for the Rams. Easier to add up there as we're missing 3 points on the Trojans. Not sure where those came from, but right now leading the way, Caleb Muya with 12. And then 6 points from Evan Troike, 4 from Ryder Whirl, 3 from Dylan Collins, and 2 from Logan Thomas for the Trojans as they lead it here at the break, 30-16. Lady Trojans won earlier tonight, 61-22. We'll come back and talk about that one a little bit, let you know where else to find us the rest of this week as we've got a busy one here in this final week of the regular season on Girard Sports Live. We're back in 2 minutes. You're watching Trojan basketball on the GM Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
It may be cold outside, but you can stay warm and cozy inside with help from D-Roll Commodity. Replace your flooring today with the area's largest selection of in-stock carpet, luxury vinyl plank, tile, area rugs, and more in many styles, brands, and colors. We have a great selection of furniture, including mattresses and sofa sets. And if you need a recliner, this is the place to be. Now is a great time to shop at D-Roll Commodity Flooring and Furniture, with stores in Brazelton and Independence, Kansas, and Joplin and Butler, Missouri.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Girard Medical Center now offers both outpatient pulmonary and cardiac rehabilitation services. Our approach combines physical therapy, respiratory therapy, behavioral health, and nutrition to help you become more fit and active.
With cardiac and pulmonary rehab, we want to focus on lifestyle changes. We provide people with education to help prevent further events.
Each treatment is unique to the individual patient because at Girard Medical Center, we care for our communities one patient at a time. Call us at 620-724-5126.
The best place for your pregame or postgame meal is Bender on 7. The Bender has quickly become Girard's favorite restaurant with incredible specials like the famous Taco Tuesdays, 3 tacos for $1. Wednesdays, try the adult grilled cheese. Thursdays is chili dog day, and of course, Friday, game day, is steak tips after 5. Grab a friend, grab a drink, and grab a seat at the Bender on 7, where they're streaming Girard Sports Live right now. Bender on 7. Order now. 620-724-4860.
30-16, Girard Trojans lead here at the halftime break. Lady Trojans won earlier tonight, 61-22. Never trailed in that game, never a doubt really in that ball game. Led in the victory, 14 points from Gabby Sands, including 4 from behind the arc, so 12 over 14 coming from deep. And then 10 points from Kaylin Flaherty, 9 points from Michaela Osmus to pace the Trojans again as they do clinch they clinch the number 1 seed in sub-state. They have not completely clinched the CNC as the Lady Trojans right now sitting at 8-1. They play Colgan tomorrow. Colgan at 8-2. Lady Trojans with a win tomorrow would clinch the outright CNC title. They would clinch, the outright CNC title with a win tomorrow over the Colgan Panthers. And so a big week here in the final season. Everything kind of coming down to it for the Trojan men. It'll probably come down to the last game of the year as the Trojans reschedule and play Baxter Springs on Thursday. That game was originally slated to play Oswego. How about trading that game if you're the Trojans?
Right.
From probably a pretty good opportunity to get a win against Oswego to playing the only team that's beat you in the CNC and one of only 2 teams that have beat you on the year. And you decide you're going to go play them. Flip of the coin, St. Mary's Colgan and Frontenac had one game they're not going to make up, and so that's a little bit of an issue for the girls' side, certainly. Not as big a factor on the boys' side. Trojans right now sitting at number 1. A win over Baxter Springs would give them that number 1 seed as well. They still got to beat Colgan coming up tomorrow. But likely opponent would be against Frontenac in the first game of sub-state. That all begins next week. Monday, Tuesday, first-round games at top seed home site. So the Trojans no doubt will be home Monday and Tuesday. And then if they win Thursday, semifinal games at Caney Valley Thursday and Friday, boys and girls. And then if they both win, back on Saturday to Caney Valley. So we'll gas up the car and go to Caney Valley hopefully 3 times next week.
Pack a lunch.
I've got a trip to Wichita in there as well, I think. So it should be a lot of fun as we get going to close out this regular season, get into the one-and-done tournament of sub-state. I'll take a shot of our game brought to you by Kim Kravitz Photo. Kim Kravitz is a boutique photography studio specializing in high school, seniors, and sports photography. Let Kim capture your memories. Learn more at kimkravitzphoto.com or call 620-704-7474. I know Dale had this one the other day, but I just like that shot. It's simple. Shot of the basketball, feet in the background, and Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium. And after these digs and going into Colgan tomorrow, we'll be desperate to get back to the friendly confines of Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium coming up on Thursday and then Monday and Tuesday of next week. We'll take our final break, come back, get your second half going. Trojans lead the Rams here at halftime, 30-16. You're watching on Girard Sports Live.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Here we go, second half. Action from Riverton, the Trojans. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Caleb Muya on their first possession. We have a less than 24-hour turnaround before we're back at it again tomorrow, so be ready to lock in this week for Girard Sports Live. Trojans starting the second half, leading it 30-16. They led by as many as 15 in this ball game. Empty frame to start things here in the second half. 7:30 to go. Here's Brown, wide open look at it, no good. And tracked down, gathered up by Caleb Muya. Muya, throw it up for Troike. Trojans, the guy ended up with some numbers, 4-on-2. And goodness gracious. Right in the moneymaker there for some cheerleaders. They were able to avoid that somehow. I think the matrix stuff. That one girl, I think, ducked underneath that thing. Evan was trying to get Carter. Carter was not prepared for that one, to say the least. Off to Brown on the right wing. Brown can get the start in the second half. And Johnson gets the start in the second half, though. Did not start the game. Zustiak, Teal, and Shockley did. Here's Brown. He'll take it up. Shot up, partially blocked. Up on the putback by Teal. Up and in, his first bucket of the ball game for Matt Teal. And the Rams strike first here to start this second half. Skip pass backside Collins. Here's Troike. Dish for Muya. Caleb. Throw it up inside. Dangerous pass, low percentage one. Loose ball. Caleb comes back with it. Back down in. What he wanted to do in the first place. Can't get it to fall. But Carter going to go to the free throw line to shoot. 2. Doherty, a 69% free throw shooter on the year. 11 of 15. Second one called on Brown. Carter missed the first one. Doherty yet to get on the board in this ball game. Trojans have tried to feed it down into him in the half court, just haven't been able to get it to go. It'll remain off the scorebook. Zustiak lost it out of bounds, going out of bounds. Good effort there, just being completely hassled by Evan Troike. Collins going to bring it up this time for the Trojans. 6:19 to go here in the third quarter. Trojans lead it by 12. Led by as many as 15 in that first half. Rams just kind of sticking in there a little bit. Shoving the back on the dish inside by Teal. They're not going to get called and stolen away by Zustiak. Here comes Brown up the court. He'll try to go baseline. Kick. Johnson. 3 on the way. No good this time. Knocked around off the head of Caleb Muya and out of bounds. Johnson with 14 of their 16 first half points, including 2 threes in that second quarter. It was a 13-point second quarter for Johnson. Here's Shockley. Here's a 3 by Johnson again. Pulled out of the line. Zustiak, Trojans getting out rebounded here on this possession. He'll just fling one up, no good. Now the Trojans have numbers, 4-on-1, 3-on-1, no look. Dang, down it goes on the dunk. And a timeout going to be taken by Coach Westcott for whatever reason. I've never understood that one with coaches. On a big play like that, you take a timeout. It's a 30, we'll take it. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
You're local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans.
(32-18) Trojans in front. Teal moving around through Johnson. Here's Brown. He'll attack. Working in on Muya. Shot no good. Rebound though again. Teal. His putback's up a good and the foul. And Carter Doherty's third. Trojans getting out rebounded a little bit here. Teal's got 4 all here in this third quarter. And it's a 12-point game. Chance to pull them to within 11 here for Matt Teal. And he does. This has been this close since it was 17-6. Doherty, one step, no good. Rebound, Muya just over the top of everybody. He'll put it up, no good. Knocked around, loose ball picked out of there by Shockley for the Rams. Trojans missed some open looks. Some opportunities missed there, and a chance to pull this to a single-digit game. Be the first time since the end of the first quarter it was 10-1. Zustiak, he'll drive on Dylan Collins, up and good. On the take by Zustiak. His first bucket of the ball game. And we've got ourselves a ball game. 32-23, a 9-point game. 4:23 to go here in the third quarter. For Doherty, and he loses out of bounds. He can't hold on to it, and Trojans are a little dysfunctional right now. And a timeout going to be taken because of it. And the crowd gets into it. We'll take it. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball, and you're home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is a first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Nobody dressed in crimson and gold on the floor right now that walked out of that huddle thinking, wonder what coach is thinking right now.
Let him have it.
Coach let him have it a little bit, and I agree with it because there was a huge amount of complacency from this Trojan team, and I don't begrudge them a little bit. You're in a bad atmosphere here. Kind of got to make your own energy inside this gym. You stormed out to a big lead, probably felt like you had this one in the bag, but suddenly you don't. And it's a 9-point game halfway through this third quarter, and it's game on with a team that you should probably handle fairly easily. A team that's 9-9 has not won a conference game since early January. Johnson with 13 points in the second quarter, and if that's the foul on Carter Doherty, it's his fourth. Carter, that look on his face tells you everything you need to know about his thoughts on things. It is his fourth foul already with no points and 4 fouls. You heard me talk really highly about him, right?
Yeah, you did.
Well, that could be on me again, I guess. I hate to believe that that's true, but gosh darn it, keeps coming. Rearing its ugly head. Carter will sit down. Ryder Whirl comes in. Carter, hands on face, just disgusted about the whole situation. Shockley can't thank him pay, though. Misses them both. Rebound pulled out of by Muya. Here he comes. Whirl up to Muya. Move it around off left side for Troike. Off to Muya. Caleb yet to score in this third quarter. Lost out of bounds. Ugly. A really good opportunity here for the Rams. Johnson on the right wing. Zustiak nearly stolen away. It is. Troike comes out of there with it. Up for Ryder Whirl. Whirl with the right hand layup. Good. It's defensive stop. Turns into buckets. That's hopefully something to get the Trojans back fired up a little bit. 3:05 to go third quarter. Brown. Zustiak. Backside, they lost him. Wide open. Look on the take by Carson Shockley. His second field goal of the ball game. 34-25. Back to a 9-point contest here with 2:39 to go in the third. Whirl. High post elbow for Henderson. He gets deep, wrap around, good look. Caleb will go up, he'll be fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. And has not been his friend so far as he's 0 for 3 from the charity stripe is Caleb Muya. Just 2:29 to go here in this third quarter. And the woes continue. $12 points for Caleb, unofficially. Off the schneid from the free throw line, thankfully. 10-point game, 35-25. 2:26 to play. Signature win for this Riverton team was a win over Colgan to start the new year. So they're capable. That's a pretty good Colgan team that's going to have a chance in the 2A state tournament. Wrap around down inside Parsons, trying to back his way in there, and I think he walked with it. No.
Wow.
So he got a hand on that ball, and he kind of shuffled his feet. I was looking for either a held ball or traveling, but they're going to call it on Gabe Muya, his first team. And they're going to say it was a two-shot foul, too? Parsons at the free throw line, slides it in. His first points of the ball game. It's been a pretty good third quarter for the Rams. Back to a 9-point contest. And he pulls him to within 8 from the free throw line, does the big fella. 35-27. Be a pretty fun chat, I imagine, at the end of this quarter as well, as Trojans try to draw something up here to stop the bleeding here. Muya. Minute 50 to play here in this third quarter. Muya. Side for Troike. Caden Long getting ready to come into the ball game. He has not stepped on the court yet. Backside for Muya. He gets that deep. He's going to take it. Can't get the roll, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two once again. .90 seconds to go here, third quarter. Caleb Muya going to the free throw line. He is 1 of 5 on the night from the charity stripe. 13 points. Lady Trojans victorious earlier tonight, 61-22. 9 girls in the scoring column, 2 in double figures. Gabby Sands led the way with 14 points for the Lady Trojans. Oh yeah, they're missing, and they're missing badly. 1:25 to play. Off right corner for Shockley, gets open, look at a three, no good. Boy, that would have been huge. Parsons put back is no good. Gets another rebound. And that's the fact that Carter Dory's on the bench with 4 fouls as Parsons gets 2 cracks at it. And this is a 6-point contest with minute 07 to play. My goodness. Troike will face up on Morrow. Lost it. Henderson gets it back. Troike into the paint. He's going to be fouled on the floor. I think it'll be on Morrow, perhaps. His first. Team 4 inbound to the corner for Whirl. Here's Lallemand. Back around. Luya back to Whirl. Ryder crossing over on Welch. Lost it. Gathered up by Troike. 33 seconds to play, and I think they're going to work for the final shot of this third quarter. That is one to forget about. And knocked it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans here with 26.2 seconds to play. Trojans have been outscored 13-5 in this third quarter. .23 seconds to go here in the third. Eight seconds. Kick. Troike for three on the way. No good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Trojans let the Rams climb back into this one at home. Fourth quarter, we'll see what again. This crowd is awoken here in Riverton. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
Girard National Bank is now GN Bank. Family owned and operated, GN Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, GN Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. GN Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Here we go, a game that was a 14-point contest at the half. One where the Trojans have led by as many as 15 in this game. Suddenly a 6-point contest as we go to the fourth quarter of play here in Riverton. Rams with the basketball to get things started out in this final stanza. As they move from right to left. Off right corner, Morrow going to get a chance. I think that was partially blocked possibly by Collins. He comes out of there with it. Every possession is going to count here for a little bit as the Trojans need to kind of get some momentum going back in their favor. Get some energy back in their offense. Collins swinging around. Here's Whirl off to Henderson. Trojans moving a little bit more already. Troike into the paint, elevate, no good. Missed more shots inside the paint. Trojans felt like they probably should have been fouled, didn't. Morrow with it on the right wing. Johnson. Carter Doherty sits on the bench with 4 fouls. Brown trying to back his way in there. Muya just pushes on him. They don't call anything there. Caleb going to go down the floor. Trying to go coast to coast. Kick. No. Whirl. I'm going to say stepped out of bounds. When it rains, it pours.
Yep. When it rains. And he made it, too. That's the bad part about it.
Yep. .51 to go here in the ball game. 35-29, Trojans up by 6. Trojans started out this game on a 6-0 run, led 10-1 after 1. Here's a three by Johnson. He got him going in the first half with 13 points in the second quarter. They just hassle you down the floor. Muya skying another missed opportunity there for the Trojans. They have missed a bunch of them like that. None quite as close as that one. Johnson. Push. They call it block on Troike. I could see the call on the foul on the backside. That can't be on. I mean, he was set there for a long time. Well, they do get it on him. His second. And Johnson at the stripe to shoot, too. He had 14 points at half. Johnson didn't have any of the points in that big third quarter either.
Nope.
Everybody else kind of started picking it up a little bit. He's 3 out of 4 now from the charity stripe, 4 out of 5. And it's a 4-point contest. This is nuts. 35-31. Trojans need a bucket. Whichever way you can get it, get it. High post for Henderson. Kick, Troike. Dump off inside, a foul. They've been doing that all night.
Yeah.
They just haven't called it until now. Johnson will pick up his second personal. Team foul number 5. Here's Moody at inbound. It's actually Johnson's third. Whirl. Henderson. Troike. Skip pass, whirl, open look at it. Plenty of time on the way. Good. Plenty of time. Boy, he looked right down that one for a while. That's a big shot for the Trojans. 38-31. 5:38 to play here in the fourth. Lost it. Nearly stolen away. Good defense there by Ryder. Shockley will gather it back up. While helped out by Johnson. Off to Zustiak. He gets an open look at it, but then closed out by Collins. Here's Johnson. That one almost had enough. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Collins. Dillon up in front on the right wing for Whirl. Troike, he'll blow into the lane. Slimy inside and knocks it down. Evan Troike gets skinny there for a second and somehow weaseled his way to the rim. 40-31, back to a 9-point contest. Here's Brown on the right wing. Johnson, Zustiak, 3, good. Collins slow to get over there. And Zustiak knocks down the triple. Timeout taken by the Rams. That's Zustiak's second field goal. It's a full. We'll take it. We're back in one. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you. Dylan Collins going to bring the ball up the floor here for the Trojans. And a foul going to be called on Zustiak. It'll be 16th foul. Next one, Trojans will be shooting. 4:43 to play. Zustiak's the one that knocked down the triple. Just when the Trojans were starting to feel like they might have a little bit of momentum, they're up by 9. Knocks down a 3, makes it a 2-possession game, but that's the 4th on Zustiak. Troike with it on the right wing. Looking against Morrow this time. Whirl didn't quite catch it cleanly. Now he'll attack. Backside Muya. Caleb elevates, rattles it in. That's his first bucket, first field goal of the second half for Caleb Muya. 42-34. 15 points in the game. Teal, move it around. Shockley. Dump off inside. Carter Doherty playing with 4 fouls.
He gets shoved in the back. Somehow hits the ground. I don't know who did that. Teal up and under. He just had to lay off, did Carter, and it made it easier for Teal, 42-36. Back to a 6-point contest, over halfway through this fourth quarter. Trojans need long possessions, and they need to be high percentage shots, even though the high percentage shots have not been very kind to them. Troike, for example, rebound. Doherty puts it up and in. Carter finally gets on the board. He had to work his butt off to get it, but he does finally get one, 44-36. 3:22 to play in this ball game. Right side, move it around. We're going to drive. There's Johnson on Troike, kick. Morrow, wide open look at it. On the way, no good. And rebound pulled out of there by Teal again. He'll scoop one up and good. Teal, a little bit of a circus shot. He's got 9 second-half points. And it's back to a 6-point game. Collins off to Muya on the right wing. Worrell catching fire, 3 on the way, missed it. Rebound by Muya. He somehow keeps his feet, looks to attack again. Now he'll kick it off to Troike, elevating, no good, but Muya's right there for the putback. Trojans just maintaining that 6-point lead. Push it out to 8. And then they need to stop here. 2:18 to play in the game. Suddenly got entertaining here tonight. We had a snoozer in the first one. Lady Trojans more than took care of business. It's struggling Rams team. Here's Brown, off to Morrow on the right wing. Teal, you got to go. You got to try to drive on him, I think, if you're Teal. Brown, trying to no look it, stolen away. Troike's like, I do that all the time. I obviously know that's coming. And he intercepted it. Just getting bumped all the way down the floor by Morrow. Morrow's gotten away with that most of the night. Coach is going to call a timeout. With 1:43 to play in this ball game, Trojans take a timeout. We'll take it along with them. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com. Find us fast in names and numbers.
Trojans take a timeout, try to draw up this final 1:43 here of this ball game with a 6-point lead. Can't imagine that's how they drew it up. 8-point lead, rather. Shot up and good on the steal by Welsh. And Coach Shockey wants a timeout. I don't think a steal. I can't imagine Coach went over there, okay, let them steal it out of this timeout.
No.
Give them some confidence. That was not probably the conversation there at the break. 46-40. We'll keep it here. 1:32 to go in this ball game. Lady Trojans again won earlier tonight, 61-22. We are back at it tomorrow as we, the only thing good about going again tomorrow is it's not far from my house. As we go to the field house there at St. Mary's Colgan High School, take on the Panthers. It'll also probably be pretty competitive ball games as well. Always a fun atmosphere over there. Should be fun. We'll have that for you. We got a night off on Wednesday. Enjoy it wisely. And then back at it on Thursday, back to the friendly confines of Ted R. Taylor Gymnasium to close out the regular season against the Baxter Springs Lions. And then an equally busy week next week, hopefully. A little pressure. Trojans are flat faltering. That little collision between Carter Doherty and Evan Troike is everything you need to know about this game. And then a steal, and this is getting eerily similar to a triple he took to Anderson County.
Yep.
An outside shooting team can knock down some threes. Good thing for the Trojans that Ryder World knocked that out of bounds because they were going to be well out of position where the Trojans. 6-point contest. It has not been closer than 5 since it was 5-0. 101. Here's Zustiak. Good defense there. Out of bounds. Trojans get the stop they so desperately needed. Right there. If that goes down, and it's a 4-point game, it's a situation. Ryder just trying to get it inbounds. He does to Troike in the backcourt. Pressure being applied here by the Rams. Collins going to break that pressure. Get it up in front to Troike. Back over. Evan might have gotten away with a walk. They want to foul Muya. And they're going to foul Dylan Collins instead, who's the best free throw shooter on the team between him and Ryder Whirl. Ryder's got more takes, but Dylan's percentage is a little bit higher, 85%. And the foul will be called on Johnson, his 4th. In comes Brown. And Carter, a really good opportunity here to try to maybe put this one on ice. 37.2 seconds to play if they can go up by 8. No good, though. There, missed opportunity. Here come the Rams. 32 seconds. Johnson working against Troike. Scoop off for Shockley. Trojans get that defense in his face. Here's Brown. Pickpocket by Evan Troike. Then off the feet of Johnson. That's awesome.
That is a pretty good move right there.
Quick hands to steal the ball. Falling down, knows he's going to have nothing to do with it, and throws it off the feet of Johnson, who's standing there oblivious to what is going on. As Evan Troike's mind's working a mile a minute. It's a big one there with 23.7 seconds. Over to Whirl. Boy, mishandled and gets bailed out on a foul call by Teal. That ball was headed for out of bounds. I think Ryder was going to track it down. But they call the foul on Teal, his first somehow. And Ryder Whirl going to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 on the night from the stripe. Brown comes back in. 21.4 seconds to play. Free throws have just been abysmal. Whirl misses the first one of a 1-and-1. Trojans tight defense. Brown blocked by Muya. And Caleb tracks it down. The length there of Caleb Muya getting in the hand of Brown. I think he thought he had an open look. It looked like it too, but Caleb just got a piece of it. And with 11.4, 6-point ball game, Trojans maybe going to sneak out of here with one. Certainly if Caleb knocks down these free throws, that'd be huge. Caleb, one to forget about. 1 of 7 on the night from the free throw line. He's got 17 points rather in the ball game. And knocks that one down when he needs to. Makes them both huge, nearly a steal there. 10 seconds up in front for Brown. He'll set his feet, fire 3. And it's no good. Throw it to Muya. Trojans going to hold on and win this one. Sneak out of Cherokee County with a victory. A strong effort by the Riverton Rams. Kudos to them for battling in this one to come back and make it a contest. Trojans dominated a good portion of it, certainly in the first half. The Rams, a great third quarter. A bad third quarter by the Trojans. but the Girard Trojans do hold on to win. Trojans move to 15-2 on the year, 9-1 in the CNC. And they will move on to take on the Colgan Panthers in about 22 hours from the field house there in Pittsburgh. Final score 48-40. Trojans get the win. We'll come back and talk about it on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance. Leah Smith bringing 10 years of industry experience back to her hometown. Call 620-670-4590. Proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. We'll talk about this when we return on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on your home for Girard High School Athletics. Girard Sports Live.
Your local Farmers Insurance agent in Girard is Leah Smith. Leah is excited to bring more than 10 years industry experience in both Kansas and Missouri back to her hometown. Her straightforward and personalized approach will help you better understand your coverage options, whether it's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. Give Leah Smith a call today at 620-670-4590. Leah Smith Agency, Farmers Insurance, proudly serving our community and cheering on the Trojans. Producers Co-op of Girard has been serving the needs of farmers and ranchers in southeast Kansas for decades. With a wide range of products and services, you'll be sure to find what you're looking for. Contact the Agronomy Center for seed recommendations, seed treatments, crop scouting, grid and soil sampling, custom and variable rate application, and more. Raise the bar and make this year the most profitable yet. To learn more, visit them online at girardcoop.com or call the Agronomy Center at 620-724-8372. Producers Co-op, working for you.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about My Mobile Money and Mobile Banking, Guardian Secure Checking, and People Pay. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do-it-yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Welcome back to the Leah Smith Agency postgame show here in Riverton, Kansas. BJ Harris, Dale Shireman, as we wrap things up here on the night in this postgame. Trojans get the sweep here over the Rams to close out their matchup with them this season. Hopefully, perhaps, we go into sub-state and maybe see them again. Trojan men just won 48-40. Lady Trojans took care of business earlier tonight, 61-22. Theirs was much more dominant fashion. Trojan men started this ball game on a 6-0 run, led 10-1 after the first quarter. Rams don't get their first field goal until the 6-minute mark or so of the second quarter. Trojans led by as many as 15 in the first half, led by 14 at halftime, 30-16. But the Rams come out guns a-blazing in the third quarter, and they outscore the Trojans 13-5 in the third to make this a contest. It was a 6-point game heading into the fourth quarter of play. 35-29. The Rams got it to within 4, 35-31. But the Trojans stopped that momentum a little bit. Able to get a couple of stops and then get a bucket to go. They kind of kept it at 6 points back and forth. The Trojans would get up by 8. Rams will get it to 6. Trojans get up by 8. Rams will get it to 6. And they didn't really get to that. It was a 6-point game, 42-36 late. And the Trojans held on to win it here, 48-40. Led in the win by Caleb Muya with 19 points. Final stats brought to you by our friends at the Bender on 7. Everyone's headed to the Bender for another great post-game show. Post-game party, rather. Grab your friends and head to the Bender for a late-night snack and some fun. Bender on 7, Girard's favorite hangout. Dine in or carry out. Call 620-724-4860. Again, 19 points from Caleb Muya. Tough night shooting from the free throw line. He ends up going 4 for 10 from the stripe. But those two in the fourth quarter are big ones late. 9 points from Ryder Worrell, 8 points from Evan Troike, 3 points from Dylan Collins, 2 from Logan Thomas, and 2 from Carter Doherty. I'm missing, I think, 5 in there somewhere that just disappeared. But unofficially, that's your totals. Leading the way for the Rams. 16 points from Bryce Johnson, but 14 of those in the first half. He didn't have a field goal in the second half. Some other guys stepped up, though. 9 points for Matt Teal, all in the second half for the Rams. Rams fall to 9-10, just below 500. They fall to 3-8 in the conference. We'll step away, take another quick break. We come back, we're going to hopefully talk to the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott. Don't forget, back at it coming up tomorrow as we head to Pittsburgh to take on the Colgan Panthers. Lady Trojans will be looking for an outright CNC title. Trojan men will be able to take one big step towards that. Obviously, things still, I think a win tomorrow, the Trojans will guarantee themselves a share of the CNC title, and then have to get an outright win over Baxter Springs, their only loss of the season in the conference. Trojans have only fallen twice this season as they're 15-2 and 9-1 in the CNC. Step away, take another break. We'll come back, talk to the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday nights kids nights, and Friday boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090. McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
Back out here on the Leah Smith Agency postgame show here on Girard Sports Live. The Girard Trojans get the win here in spite of themselves, 48-40 here over the Riverton Rams. Coach's postgame interview brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon and pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And Coach, you can be frustrated in a win, and I think that's probably the case here in this one. Certainly frustrated in that third quarter, but the Trojans, you get a win here, 48-40 over the Rams. You need to be playing your best basketball certainly this week, and a busy week for you, but a little bit of a lull there. That was a problem in the early part of the season. You'd see a little bit of a dip, and teams would kind of climb back into it. We haven't seen it here of late, but had one here, but able to overcome it.
Yeah, we were fortunate tonight. You got to give Riverton a lot of credit. Yep. Those kids, I thought they outplayed us tonight. They played harder than we did. I thought they got most of the loose balls. We were fortunate, got some run-outs and got some easy buckets. And, you know, if we don't get those, it's probably a different outcome tonight. You know, you got to give those kids a lot of credit because they're really playing hard and really battling, and they give us more than we wanted tonight. I didn't feel like we were ready to play.
Yeah, you know, you obviously had the week off almost because of the weather. Obviously, you're practicing and stuff, but had some days off and then no school today. So you're battling a little bit of that stuff outside of here. But you call a timeout in that third quarter, and I couldn't hear it, but I think about everybody else could. What was the motivating factor? What's the kind of theme as you try to get these guys squared away down this hot stretch we've got coming?
You know, you got to bring your own energy in a game like this. It's a big gym, not too many people here on a Monday night, and I just didn't feel like we were really bringing any energy. Try to get them motivated, try to get them fired up a little bit. I don't know if it worked. Couldn't really tell much difference there, but give our guys some credit. They hung in there. We fought through it. You know, didn't play real well, but hopefully we can get over the hump here and play a little better tomorrow night. We'll need to play better tomorrow night.
It worked on me. From that timeout on, I thought I called a very good game. I think I cleaned it up a lot better. I was kind of low there for a while, but I was able to come back. And
I need to be in the studio then, BJ. That's what I need to be.
That's where all good coaches end up. So it's inevitable someday. But as you do look to tomorrow, and I know we've got a quick turnaround here, but I'm sure you'll sleep like a baby tonight in anticipation of that game tomorrow on the road at Colgan, a team where throw out the records, throw out everything else. That should be a good one.
Yeah, you know, they got a good team. They're playing really well right now. They're kind of in the same boat we are. I don't think they've played since last Tuesday as well. So I don't know. Probably senior night. It'd be something over there tomorrow night, I'm sure. So have little kids dancing or something. But, you know, hopefully we can come out and put forth a good effort, and we'll see where we're at after that.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time here on the post-game show, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, BJ.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Rod Westcott, joining us here on the Leah Smith Agency post-game show here on Girard Sports Live. Lady Trojans won earlier tonight, 61-22. Trojan men do win here tonight, 48-40. Back at it tomorrow as the Trojans do head to Colgan to take on the Panthers as we wind down this regular season. Just 2 more games left before Sub-State coming up next week. Thanks to my partner, Dale Sherman. Thanks to both coaches for stopping by and talking to us. Thanks for you for watching as we close it out here from Riverton. The Trojans get the sweep over the Rams. You watched it on your home for Trojan Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
19-18, Trojans holding on to a 1-point lead here with 2:12 to play first quarter. Crane, 3, good, there it is. That puts her over 1,000 points. What a moment.
Girard Sports Live is presented by Crawcan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance Jenny Collins Agency, Bender on 7, Bradshaw Collision Repair, Bumper to Bumper, Call Service, Chicken Annie's Girard, Community National Bank and Trust, Derailed Commodity, Farm Bureau Financial Services, G&W Foods, Girard Medical Center, Hydrix Appliance, Jagged Edge, Canar Eye Care, Kim Kravitz Photo, Larid Ceramics, Lehman Realty, Mathis Drugstore, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Advertising, Paoni Dental, The Producers Co-op Agronomy Center, Farmers Insurance Leah Smith Agency, GN Bank, The Market 120, and The Producers Co-op Farm Store.
Just a crossover and go. I'm faster than you are. Goes to the baseline. I can jump higher too.
It's time for Girard Sports Live.